Okay, let's unpack this. For anyone who thinks the Midwinter Festival is just, all about light and tinsel and benevolence,
Right.
we're doing a deep dive into the dual nature of Christmas. Our mission today is to figure out why this season's history is so tied to chaos, social inversion, and this necessary shadow.
Exactly. We're tracing the holiday from these ancient Roman traditions all the way to the modern fascination with Krampus. We want to show you how a very deliberate act in the 19th century created the exact tension we see today.
So let's start with the blueprint, because the social architecture for Christmas isn't Christian at all. It's Roman. It's the Saturnalia.
That week-long festival, December 17th to the 23rd, and it was all about trying to restore this mythical golden age.
And how they did that is what's fascinating. It's through this mandated social inversion.
Total inversion. Schools, courts, everything shut down. The whole strict hierarchy of Roman life was just turned on its head. The core ritual was that masters had to serve their slaves.
A sanctioned period of misrule. Slaves weren't just served, they were allowed to wear the pileus. Why is that one small detail so important?
Well, the pileus was the cap of a freedman. So for a few days, the enslaved population got to experience the symbolic status of freedom. They could gamble, they could speak more freely. It was, a critical safety valve for the empire.
Right, to release all that pressure.
Yeah.
Now, if we connect that authorized Roman chaos to the Germanic far north, you get the other half of the coin. Just pure dread.
Absolutely. The midwinter Yule was defined by the terrifying wild hunt, the Oscaria. It was the god Odin leading this horrifying procession across the sky.
So while Rome gave us social chaos, the Germanic tradition gave us this raw, dark terror.
It was a time of wandering spirits, a palpable fear. So the question is, how do you get from propitiating terrifying spirits to a figure of pure charity, like the historical St. Nicholas?
He shows up on December 6th, this benevolent gift bringer. But his journey to the modern Santa wasn't smooth, especially in early 19th century America. Christmas was still all about public disorder.
Oh, completely. I mean, by the 1820s in New York, the streets were being terrorized, frankly, by what they called Calathumpian mobs.
And these weren't just carolers.
No, not at all. These were young working-class men roaming the streets demanding food, drink, money from the wealthy. It was a direct challenge to public order.
So here's where the great domestication happens. New York's elite, this Knickerbocker group, they were deeply worried about this street chaos and needed a solution.
And they got one. Clement Clarke Moore's 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, was a precise piece of social engineering.
Its genius was how it shifted everything.
It did. The unruly public figure becomes a jolly old elf. The action moves from the dangerous street to the controlled private space of the chimney, the home. But more importantly, he removed the punitive